Hey there, my name's David and you're watching the ReStylePhile. I'm a part-time reseller who sells on Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, eBay, and I also consign on the RealReal. So we just came off of Earth Day weekend, and Earth Day is a really great opportunity in order for you to do some sourcing because a lot of secondhand stores tend to have sales just because a lot of people try to be a little bit more eco-conscious around the holiday, and they'll usually be very, very busy at thrift stores just because they're running sales to try to capitalize on people wanting to do some secondhand shopping. I don't know about y'all, but it was super busy everywhere that I went on Earth Day. And I think I spent most of my day waiting in lines, which isn't ideal, but I actually did score some really great finds and for a really great price. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I spent about $15, how much I paid for them, what the current sell-through rate is on eBay for most of the items, and how I'm going to be pricing them, in the hopes that I'm going to get a really great profit from the items. Sometimes sales can be really great sourcing opportunities, but you also have to be very mindful that you're not picking up a bunch of junk. I am definitely not exempt from that. I will tell you guys some of the items I have here have a 0% sell-through rate, but I'll also let you know the rationale about why I pick some items up. Because while sell-through rate is a great sort of tool to gauge whether or not you should pick something up, it's definitely not the end-all be-all. Please make sure to like, comment, share this video, and subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload a video. Let's start with my first item here. This is a pair of genuine lamb leather shorts, and they are a size small and they are new with tags. And so these I picked up at the Buffalo Exchange Earth Day sale, and they cost $1. So that's a pretty good deal for lamb leather. It's by a label called Mauritius. I'm not sure that's how it's pronounced, but it's new with tags. From my research online, I saw that it appears Mauritius is mostly sold at like country western style stores, and I suppose that fits the MO of these, maybe for like rodeo season. And they cost about $158 new. I believe they're called the DJ style. They don't really have a sell-through rate on eBay, but I figured it's $1, they're lamb leather, I think they will do well. I'm gonna price them at about $75. I sold a similar pair of genuine leather shorts by Alice and Olivia a while back, and they sold in under a week, so I'm pretty excited about these. The next item here is this gray polka dot button-down shirt, and it is sort of a men's style, but it's actually a women's label. And it is apparently a pretty decent label. It is Frank and Eileen. It's a size small, and this shirt is called the Grayson, and it's just an oversized, long drapey sort of cotton shirt. Now checking eBay, the sell-through rate for Frank and Eileen shirts appears to be above 100%, and I am going to list this at about $60, hoping to get somewhere between $35 to $50 for it. The next item I have here is a tunic shirt, and it's tie-dye and it has a bunch of eyelets and embroidery throughout, and it's very sort of Johnny Was or very sort of Oh My Gods or any of those bohemian type labels, and it is called Half Street Studios. And it is apparently a boutique sort of shop where they hand dye a lot of clothes and things like that, so I found nothing about this on eBay. There is no sell-through rate. So this one is a complete gamble, but I am picking it up solely on the style. I think that it will do well. I'm thinking it'll be perfect for the summer season. It definitely has some cotton in it. I'm wondering if it has any linen. Unfortunately, there is no material or size tag on this, but it appears to be one of those where it's one size fits most, or it's possibly like a medium large or large extra large. And it feels like a cotton, possibly a linen blend. So I think you'll do well. There is no sell-through rate, but I'm going to price this at about $35 and we'll see how it does. I think it's a nice piece. The next item I have here is this royal blue short-sleeved distressed sweatshirt. You can see that it has distressing details right there. And it is by a brand I don't typically pick up. It's Rag & Bone. And it is a size extra large. I believe this is a men's sweatshirt. From what I saw in the sell-through rate, it appeared to be about 97% for Rag & Bone sweatshirts for men in a size extra large. So I'm looking forward to the opportunity to see if this sells quickly. I might also try it on myself and maybe see if I want to keep it, but if not, rest assured I can also list it, and I only paid $1 for it, as I have for these other items as well, so I will price this at about $35. This next item is a sort of Henley style Western shirt, and it's in this deep burgundy color, and it is by Scully. And it's a size extra large men's, and this is apparently a Western wear brand, and it apparently has a very high sell-through rate. I would say probably almost 200% if I do my math correctly. And they seem to sell for pretty decent money as well, so I will be pricing this at $50 and we'll see how it does. The next item here also has a really high sell-through rate, and it is a flamingo printed short-sleeved cotton shirt, and it is by Polo Ralph Lauren. And you can see that it has the sticker on here, the sizing, so I'd be tempted to say that this is new without tags. It's a size 3XB, the B is for big, so those shirts usually do better than regular sizes as well, and I think because of the print I'll actually be able to command a slightly higher price than you would typically for short sleeve shirts. I'm going to price this at $50 and we'll see if it sells. This next item is from a more sort of bohemian, sustainable type of label. It is called Piezzi, and it is a size small, but it is very oversized. And I believe that is a women's blouse, but it's very login look. It's very much a sort of layer piece, and it's in this really great sort of cotton material. I'm tempted to try this on myself as well, just because I love these types of things. The brand itself, just because it's so small that it isn't really something that I can search individually for an item. So I searched for Piezzi, the brand, to see what the brand sell-through rate is, and it's about 35%, which isn't really that great. But what is great is the price. Most items were pretty well priced. I'm going to be listing this at about $60 based off of what I saw for comparable pieces from that label. You know, assuming I don't keep it. We'll see. So apart from items having a really high sell-through rate, you also want to consider how much are you potentially getting for the item. Some items like that might actually be worth waiting around for, versus items that have a very high sell-through rate but don't sell for very much. This next item also doesn't have a high sell-through rate. From what I checked, it was about 35%. The brand is one that I've heard other resellers talk about, Jude Connolly. And it's a size small, and it's printed. It kind of gives me very much Lily Pulitzer vibes, and it is a midi length turtleneck dress. So might not be a great season for it either, although it is in that really great sort of athleisure style material, so it possibly could still do well. From what I saw, comps were about $35, so I'm going to be listing mine for that as well, and we'll see how it does. When you're paying $1, you really can't mess up. But I still try to make sure that what I'm buying is an informed decision. The last clothing piece that I have here is this super cool gray with pink, long, wide leg jumpsuit, or romper, whatever you want to call it. And it is by a vintage label called Momo Howell, and it says made in Hawaii. So from what I saw online, it looks like this brand specializes in vintage Hawaiian dresses, and they sell for a pretty penny. Most of them anywhere from about $75 to $150. So when I compared the sell-through rate on eBay, I did search for dresses just because I didn't know if jumpsuits would really be something that I would find very easily. And the sell-through rate for a dress in a size 6 is about 79%. But when you check the comps, they sell for pretty good money. I'm actually going to list mine at $100 just because it's in great condition. It's a good size. Even though it says size 6, I think it's a bit oversized. And it's kind of unique because it is a jumpsuit and not a dress. We'll see how it does. Next, I have 4 pairs of shoes that I picked up at the Buffalo Exchange sale for $1 each. The first being these Jeffrey Campbell mules. So they are teddy mules, and you can see the labeling there, Jeffrey Campbell. And let me tell you, me and Jeffrey Campbell, we got beef. I usually don't do well with it at all, so I would typically never pick these types of shoes up, but they were $1. I thought I could at least probably get 15 or so for them, so I'm going to try listing them for $20. When I checked the sell-through rate for Jeffrey Campbell mules with a flat sole, it was 0%. No sales made in the last 90 days, which is not a great sign, but I think they're cute. If they don't sell in the summer, they'll sell around fall or winter. The next item are these black Chelsea boots, and they are by Doc Martens. You can tell by that little label down there. And this one has some gunk on there that I'm going to have to clean out. Maybe that's why they didn't sell in the store. But they are called the Flora boot, and they have a sell-through rate of about 67%. And from the comps that I saw from when they do sell, they seem to sell for a pretty decent price. So I'm going to be listing mine for about $60. They are a size 9, and we'll see how these do. I haven't sold too many Doc Martens, but I believe what's really important with them is checking the comps. These appear to be in fairly good condition, so definitely did not mind paying $1 for them, and confident that I can make a pretty decent profit. I personally love these boots here. They are by the label Mark Nason. You can see right there on the bottom of the boot. And they are a size 11.5, and they are beautiful. I love camo. I'm a sucker for camo. And they appear to be new without tags because they are in immaculate condition. They have suede uppers. I'm surprised that no one else had scooped these up because they were on the table and they were there for everyone to see, but I suppose no one wanted them. So the sell-through rate for Mark Nason boots, not camo specific, and they have a lot of different types of boots, but Mark Nason boots in general was 87%. I'm going to try listing these at $100 and hopefully get somewhere between the $60 to $80 range for them. And my last item here are these suede ankle boots, and they are by the brand Saludos, and they are size 9.5. They're in pretty decent condition. They have just like a scratch there that I can try to buff out. The sell-through rate for these is 0. There has been none sold, at least not in this size and in this style, in the last 90 days. But I'm confident that they'll sell eventually. They're worth more than $1 for sure. Comps weren't that high priced either, but I think I can at least probably get 30 or 35 for them. So I'm going to list them at about 35. That's it for my haul. Taking into account my 13 items that I purchased at $1 each, I spent $13 total. But if everything sells at the prices that I have estimated based off of sell-through rate and style pickups, then I should be looking at making about $725, which would be incredible. But the likelihood of it being exactly that, especially with some of those that have a 0% sell-through rate, but I am confident that I can at least hit somewhere in the $400 to $500 mark. And if my only cost of goods was 13 bucks, then that's going to lead to a pretty decent profit. Did you partake in any of the Earth Day sales, or do you know any great ones that happen every year in your area? I know that Buffalo Exchange has it. I've also heard of Uptown Cheapskate having them, but those are so far the only ones that I've been to. I'd love to know if you picked anything special up that you're excited about. Let me know in the comments below. Also let me know if there's any piece here that you thought was particularly good, or that you would have picked up yourself, or possibly left behind and not touched with a 10-foot pole. I'd love to hear from you. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, and also hit the bell icon. That way you're notified every time I upload a new video. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you have an incredible sales week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Alright, I have one more item in my haul. However, this was not purchased at any of the Earth Day sales. This was purchased at the Family Thrift Center outlet on a day when they were charging $2 per item. And it's a hard good, which I usually don't mess around with. And it's an electronic, which I usually even more so do not mess around with. But dun, da, da, da. It's a Sega Saturn. This thing is a relic. I know absolutely nothing about these, but I saw that when they do sell on eBay that they sell anywhere from 90 bucks to a couple of hundred. So I figured $2. It doesn't have any cables or any cartridges or anything attached to it, but I looked it over. I thought, it looks like it's in decent condition. Maybe there's a chance that it works. And these adapters are not too hard to come by as far as I know. So I think I should be able to test it after I probably spend about $10 or so on some additional things. I might even have some of these cables laying around somewhere, but that's my unique purchase of the day. I hope it fits in a flat rate box, if it even works. Have you ever purchased any vintage video game stuff? What's your experience with it? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, bye bye for realsies now. See ya.